Hi, and welcome to Wednesday night's Musicians Hangout with your hosts, Crash Fistbite from Fatal Butterfly and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's great to be back.
Happy Wednesday. So, our guest will be joining us here shortly. We are once again having technical difficulties, but stay tuned.
So while we wait for them to connect, I'll go over our mission statement for Musicians Hangout. Our mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music.
Indeed.
And wow, we're on week 27.
27, isn't that crazy?
I mean, look at that.
That is crazy. Who would have known that this would be going on for this?
Like,
and I want to say happy holidays to everyone out there. Next week we will not be on.
Right. So Christmas falls on a Wednesday, so we are going to spend it with our families, and we'll see you all for a special Musicians Hangout New Year's Wednesday night.
New Year's Day, even. It's going to be
New Year's Day. Yeah, so we'll see y'all after, we all go out and have fun and ring in 2020.
That's right.
And Crash and I have a show. We have a New Year's show that's celebrated on that Friday, January 3rd. We'll be at the Columbia City Theater together along with some really awesome bands. It's going to be a great lineup. Please PM us for tickets and information pertaining to that show.
Absolutely. So it seems that we have some guests on tonight. Kit says, "Good evening, ladies." Good evening, Kit.
Hello, Kit.
How are you this fine evening?
Thanks for tuning in. I see my sweetie said happy Wednesday to us, too.
See that. Happy Wednesday, Max.
Happy Wednesday, Max.
Glad you could join us once again.
Yeah, thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We've got a really special guest to end our year. So he's the last guest of 2019. And he should be tuning in any time to introduce himself and tell you a little bit about his band. It's freaking awesome.
I gotta tell you, last night there was a bunch of shows going on. Some decapitated band was playing at El Corazon.
Ooh.
And I went to the Barbosa to meet one of my favorite bands, Yacht. And they were so amazing. And I really, really loved their opening band too. They were awesome, and they were local, so that makes me very happy.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for some pretty super amazing bands coming in 2020.
Yeah, we've got some names coming up in 2020 I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, we can't wait to share all of that with you once we start off our new year.
And here we have our first timer.
Hello,
Welcome, James.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. On this fine Wednesday evening. I have a crazy pit bull.
I do too, but I think he's worn himself out already.
Oh, you're so lucky.
We'll see. He might make an appearance. We might see Miss Bats too. We know we won't see Fernando.
Well, we have our Christmas tree up. And I'll show you our Christmas tree. I forgot it's backwards line.
Oh, it's so pretty. I love how it's tucked behind your drum set.
It's drums and a drum.
Oh, it is drums too. That's right.
Yeah. It's Anthony's drum kit. Okay, here we go.
Yay.
Are we talking about drums?
We were.
All right, cool.
Oh my gosh, and it worked.
I happen to bring my drumstick right here.
Nice.
Ooh, awesome.
I favor the Danny Carey Vic Firth signature.
Oh wow. That's
I like Vic Firth as well. I play 7As.
So this one is pretty cool too because it's very similar to like the A1, but it's got a tapering right here.
Oh.
That makes it so when he's playing all fast, you don't you don't lose your grip. So yeah, you get your palms all sweaty, and then you don't lose the sticks. And also, they have a nice sort of jazz style beat at the top, which sucks though, because as we all know, we play like heavy music, and these things just eat through drum heads like nobody's business.
Oh my.
Yeah.
These are if you're a heavy hitter, these suck.
I kind of am.
I am too. That's why I use a head sticks. They're fiberglass.
Oh yeah, I love those.
I love them. They're the Lars Ulrich series. So I dig them.
Those.
Oh,
yeah, you do. You can try them next time I see you, friend.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, on the 3rd.
Great Kiss Day. Please introduce yourself. We are live and we are waiting for you to tell us all about yourself.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, ladies. I'm Grakisti. I am one of the members of Angel Flesh. Sean was supposed to be here tonight, but I don't know what he's doing. He's probably living that Bellevue life or whatever. I don't know what those people do. Those people are weird.
Yes, they are. I used to live in Bellevue.
Really? I used to shop in Bellevue, but I shopped the sales. So it wasn't like I was, like shopping big time. I bought like $10 shoes. I was like, ooh, fancy. And I just love telling people, I got them in Bellevue. Yeah.
I got my Goonies shirt at the Bellevue Goodwill for $3. It was awesome.
Right.
Yes.
It's amazing what you can find there.
I was like, fools.
Yeah, Goodwill.
Can't believe somebody.
Thrifting rocks. I love thrifting.
Oh, I'm all about thrifting.
Okay, popcorn. Go.
Oh my gosh. So I have a confession. I thought you were using a filter when I first connected with you earlier. That is real makeup.
Yeah. Oh, it was. It's real something,
Bravo, sir. Bravo. That is impressive.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I've worked with a makeup artist that now works in Hollywood. She would dig that.
Dude, Hakate would dig that.
Hakate, yep.
If you were tuning in, girl.
Check this out. Yes,
Bro.
check it out.
Gosh.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about that process, but tell us about your music because we're all about music. Tell us what genre you are. Tell us about your band. Tell us everything about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of hard to really nail it down. I've done 2 studio records so far. So at this point, the music is evolving, right? As we do as people, we get older, we change, we start to get different in what we feel, and we get better. Exactly, we get better. We get better at our playing, and so it started out as a very, I guess you would call it like a German style industrial, similar to like a KMFDM or a Combi Christ. Lot of heavy drum and bass, very minimal on the guitars, a lot of heavy, like distorted screaming type stuff, a lot of horror influence stuff. And that sort of matured over time over into the next album where I still sort of carried sort of the horror thematic, but it was more a reflection of my life, right? I've now grown as an adult. I've seen some things, I've experienced some things, and these are my true horrors. These are the things that I've really seen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I kind of took a lot of the advice from the first record. A lot of the fans came back and they said, this is cool, but it'd be great if you had more guitar. This is cool, but it'd be great if you had less screaming. So second record comes out, a lot of heavy guitar solos, really heavily based on guitar, a lot closer to probably like maybe a Skinny Puppy a little bit Nine Inch Nails-y, a little bit Manson, without really being any of those. I'd say the closest thing to an influence at this point has been Typo Negative.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
had a big impact. Seeing that band when I was a child, they were one of those bands that you see live and you were like, wow, that was some playing, that was, those guys were up there really doing that. I saw some kid today called Ghost Main. One of these kids was telling me to look it up. They were like, oh, you'll love this. It's exactly up your alley. And I checked it out, and I really didn't understand what was going on. So I'll be honest, I didn't understand what the kids were doing out there. I was going, okay, yeah, this dude looks like a black metaler, but then he's like rapping, and then he's got like Skrillex kind of robots fighting each other kind of beats, and I really didn't understand it. It was very unique, but I maybe I'm just too old now. I don't know.
My roommate showed me some stuff, and I was just like, I don't really care for this.
Dude, I'm a high school teacher. I hear stuff all the time that I'm like, oh man, I feel, I don't know, so old. But they know I'm a metalhead too, so I don't get a lot of their hip hop or rap references.
This was supposedly supposed to be metal, but it was the slowest damn metal I've ever heard in my life. It had like 4 beats per measure.
Well, there's all sorts of types of metal though, so I gotta, give them that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the kids thought you would be into that. It's always funny what they think you're going to be into,
like check this out. And, but then I'm like, oh, you ever listen to Alice in Chains? You listen to Queensryche, bringing up like local bands, right? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I have no idea who those people are.
Sounds really sad.
A lot of the kids I know are into grunge, so they know those names. But we're, pretty close to Seattle, so
that's because that's what their parents listen to.
Right. Exactly.
But so speaking of thrift shopping and kind of being a frugal person, kind of to segue in, what I'm kind of doing here is I don't know if you can see this. I'm starting to build a recording studio here.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's 24 channels with 8 bus sends and 8 masters. And then officially I'm running, 8, 16, 24, 32 Black Lion signatures with Michael Toft, Trident 88. So all very, very vintage stuff, super high end, but people are just throwing this stuff away now because everybody's all about the Apollo now. It's all about the Apollo. For the price of one Apollo, I got 4 Black Lion signatures, and they sound just as good as the Apollo. And I'm like, okay, cool, because I got them from a bunch of dudes that were selling them because they bought
Black
Apollos.
Lion isn't bad.
Yeah, I love
I don't know what an Apollo is, but I know what a Black Lion is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
If you don't want it,
drummer, I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it.
Exactly. Again, I'm focusing heavily on drums. That's the foundation of the studio. Is you got to focus on drums first before anything else. And the focus of the studio specifically is going to be for making metal, punk, rock. All sorts of like good records again, My problem with the industry has been it's expensive to make a record, right? To go to a proper studio to record, to do a record at this level. When I used to do it, it was like $10,000 to go to a studio to do a record, and you had to like sell all your stuff to be able to make that record happen. And
our first EP, Giselle spent all of her money that she got from a car accident that she was in. That's how we got our 4-song, maybe it's 4 or 5-song EP.
Really?
Not very much, but we spent like everything on it, pretty much.
Oh my!
The whole thing. I mean, and it was 2 days. 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I have decided that because everybody's going in the box now, right? Everybody has their own little home studio thing. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is everybody's records are going to ultimately start sounding alike because it's all the same plugins, it's all the same stuff, and it's not real. It's the way I define it is like this console, these preamps and stuff, they breathe. They have a real life to them. It's not like a computer. Computers are ones and zeros. This really breathes, and each record changes because the entire atmosphere of the room, the oxygen in the room, everything changes with each record. So no two records are going to sound totally identical. They're going to have their own flavor.
I'm going to have to absolutely agree with you on that. I have been in a lot of studios where everybody says that, like, you can make a record here one year and the next year using the same exact equipment, same exact settings, doing everything exactly the same, but it might sound better because things just, like you said, like all this atmospheric stuff, like he was very strict in his studio because, you know, he wanted nice clean stuff in his, you know, so there was like no smoking, no nothing. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, I don't blame you because, you know, we breathe out water molecules and stuff. So that makes absolute sense to me.
Yeah.
But that's the magic. That's where records need to go back to, because that's what makes a record magical and makes your record unique. Is it doesn't sound like a plug-in. So digressing a little bit, what I'm trying to do here is open something that's hopefully going to be a 501c3 nonprofit or something to that effect, like some sort of barter system or something to where I can have people just come in and make.
Let's make that happen. I want that to happen. Again.
Yeah, it's good we have you on the show promoting this because
yes, number one, you were probably the only person to ever say that in the history of anybody who has a studio ever. They don't really.
No, they want to make money on it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you're successful,
well, that's why we have a home studio, because we can't afford to go somewhere like you're describing.
Precisely.
So, yeah.
But if somebody can afford to build that into their home and they know what to get and they know when to look and when to buy and everything like that, which is exactly what I decided to just put together, because I saw originally it was for myself, right? I was just going to build another little studio space for me. And then I was like looking around at the gear for outboard gear now, because everybody's going back in the box, and it was so prohibitively cheap for me to pick it up that I was just like, there's something way bigger than my band and what I'm doing back in Seattle. You know, there's a reason I'm back home, and I need to do something here, you know, with what I'm given and the time that I'm given. So
that's awesome.
I'm like, screw it. I don't, because for me, I'm working on my master's to become a licensed counselor. So, so this is not about money for me. It's, you know, it's like this is something I did for a lot of years for money. And I saw how the industry changed, and I realized that there needed to be somebody or a group of somebodies that would step up and just be like, screw it. Like, let's put something together. Let's put some sort of like co-op studio or something together where people can just come and make good records again, because I'm tired of listening to I'm tired of listening to really great musicians having subpar audio. You know, you go see them live and you're like, that band kicked ass. And then you listen to their album and you're like, oh, that could have been so much better, you know, but I understand because it just costs so much money to make a record, you know? And it's like, well, screw it. Just cut that out. Just cut the money thing out of it, and let's just make art. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sucks, like, being a musician and having this talent and working hard to perfect my art.
Yeah.
Just to not really have it promoted as well as I can play it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I'm too damn poor. Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm a musician. And we get paid
Exactly.
in drink tickets.
Yes.
Ooh, IPK. I like
Hi,
that
guys.
comment, guys. I like the coalition's comment they made.
Mm-hmm. It says coalitions help.
You asked
Oh.
me. Oh.
Bands for Bands International. So Bands for Bands International are bands supporting each other
Okay.
globally.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to make it kind of a guild kind of thing. So
Cool.
yeah, we have a lot. I can't remember how many bands. It's literally thousands of bands already part of this, and it just started not that long ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I joined when there were about 500, and we've doubled in like 6 months.
Yeah,
And it's bands all over the world.
Mhm.
all over the world.
That's who
Wow.
our fans are too. Shout
Yeah.
out to
That's cool.
everybody. We got everybody around the world watching us.
Hazura, if you're watching, I hope you were doing well, sweetheart. She, my friend in Malaysia, she usually tunes in at this time. So, and she just had surgery, and she is not feeling very well. So,
Oh, yeah.
Healing vibes out to you, girl.
yeah,
Definitely.
she's so strong, and she's just such an amazing person. When I kind of took a little bit of a hiatus from Facebook when I had cancer, she was really worried about me, and she got a hold of me on Instagram.
Oh.
So, because she saw me on there the one time I was on there.
Yeah.
So, and that really spoke numbers to me. Also, my friend Pierce, he works at a radio station in Cork, Ireland. He also checked on me regularly. So I liked that.
Nice.
So it's kind of weird that like people from all over the world, they actually do care. Even though you've never really met them in real life.
Well, I mean, all sorts of connections, I think. It's the fact that we have technology now to bring us closer together is awesome. We're the three of us are sitting here doing our thing, and there was a time when I can remember being a child and having the internet and logging in. It was just a monochrome green screen. It was like a couple of chat rooms.
Yeah.
And a bunch of
yeah, like robots fighting. It was like the music of today.
Yeah.
Like
This is
the fax
amazing.
machine and the toaster talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, sweet. Well, I had some more questions for you. Like,
yeah.
when
What
did
do you
you
got?
start out your
we
journey as a musician? Like, what instrument did you start playing? Like, what inspired you?
So I actually started when I was 5 with piano, and I was not inspired to play. I was kind of forced into playing by my mom because it was like, this is gonna make you a better human being, right? And this will mold you or whatever. And I'm like, no, this is lame. This sucks. And I did it for a while, and I don't know. I didn't like the rigidity of lessons because it just felt really monotonous to me, and I wanted to be a lot more expressive with my art. But I kept up doing lessons, but I needed to have a little bit more time away from that to do my own thing. So started with that, eventually kind of ventured into like guitar and bass, and didn't really start playing any sort of percussive instruments until like really late in life.
Me too.
Yeah, like probably 22 or 23, I think, is when I started playing percussive instruments that weren't piano.
I was 36.
Yeah, see? And it's never too late to pick it up and just do the thing.
Yeah.
I've been dominating ever since. Like,
Just do it. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Who are your influences? Like, what bands do you listen to?
Oh,
no more.
I would say I listen to more individual people than anything. So like Prince is a big influence of mine.
Yeah.
Trent Reznor, of course, is a big influence of mine. Peter Steele, Tool collectively. I think Tool is a great example of four very individual personalities being able to find a harmony amongst themselves and their egos, because it's hard when you're all like really awesome. Like everybody's super awesome and like nobody's better than anybody else. You're just like,
and see, that's where I have respect for Maynard, because I'm pretty sure we've all been to a Tool show.
Oh yes.
And Maynard is always blacked out, because to him, he's just the voice.
Yeah, he's in the back.
The real like genius of the band come from the musicians behind it. So he wants to showcase them. That's why he blocks himself out, even though he's back there playing his keyboards and stuff. Sky, pokey little puppy.
First dog of the night.
Oh man.
This is this way.
Oh,
say hi,
oh man.
Say hi, sweet girl.
We're showing off our animals. Okay, I'm gonna show.
I know. You just.
I got my pet bird.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yes. That is great. Ooh.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, I love it.
We are totally into that.
Oh, I love your pity. I want to go big kisses.
Oh, she's such a sweet girl.
Oh my gosh, I'm a sucker for them.
She's looking for a forever home.
Oh man.
And she's a sweet girl, but
don't tell me things like that.
But she's freaking out because she really wants popcorn, but I literally don't have any more popcorn. Like, she goes crazy for popcorn. It's her favorite thing ever.
Yeah, but he likes popcorn too.
It's
not his favorite though. His favorite is probably egg. But we went off poultry for a while to see if that would clear up his allergies, so he's very sad. No more egg. So Gray, do you have like a fur baby? Like, do you have cats or dogs?
I have a beagle and I have a gray cat.
Yay!
Oh my gosh.
Sweet. Beagles.
His face is in the bedroom.
Gotta love the cats, man.
So the kind of the working name of the studio, we joke because I started the studio came together the same time I got the cat. So I called it Graffiti, which is Danish for gray pussy.
Graffiti. I love that.
And obviously that's not going to be the final title of the studio, but just for the working title, I thought it was hilarious. And
it's gonna stick. Now it is. You're live.
Oh man.
Hundreds of people will see this.
It's out there now. It's out there.
There's no popcorn.
Yeah, so I'm almost finished with the studio for the most part. For the all the main the really important stuff is all purchased, and so now it's a matter of finding a space or building the space to house the stuff, because the other important thing is getting things treated acoustically properly, because I got some sick mics for drums and vocals and guitar, and I got some sick guitar cabs.
You're hint.
Yeah, hint, Maxine. Just tell your husband to come on down sometime.
I got a text from him that he already knows you, and I was like, really?
Oh yeah, I've been harassing him. I've been harassing all of you guys, because
really?
I need people to come on down here and start getting things. Once we start getting things rolling, I think it's going to be really fun to just start getting some test musicians in here.
So you're in
I already told you.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're down, Crash. So we're going to get you guys down. We'll get the Maxwells down, and anybody else that's looking to come down once I get this thing finished out and it's proper, or at least to a point where it's like usable, I definitely want to get a lot of bands down here. Preferably, I'm really into metal. I love all kinds of metal. I love all kinds of industrial.
I'm down to
rock
do
and
like
punk, and so.
a connection like this. We're part of a revolution to bring musicians together. Like that would be another platform for us to do.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I dig Bellevue. I love coming up to the city. Like I'm in Sequim, so I'm broadcasting from Sequim, Washington, on the peninsula. And
oh, nice.
And I love coming up for any reason to the city. So.
Oh man, you guys are in the good parts, man. You guys get to live in all the beautiful parts.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, I'm in the forest. I'm in like one of the
right.
So I'm in the Eastgate neighborhood, but like I'm in one of the only houses that couldn't be subdivided because it's built around a ravine. So I have like a black bear that comes into my drive and like all sorts of wildlife back here.
I have a bunch because I living in Lake Stevens, like I have a backyard, but in the back of my backyard is forest, literally a forest.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
And deer are always before Sky was here. Before I started fostering Sky, deer were always in my yard. Even when my bulldog Popeye was alive, they didn't give a crap about Popeye. He was a big fat bulldog that didn't like to bark. He just wanted to lay there and just bathe in the sun. They didn't give a crap about him. Right. Sky, she's a little more rambunctious, so she kind of keeps the deer out. Well, one day I just happened to be, when she goes outside in the backyard, I always check on her because she's a puppy still. She's only a year old, so make sure she's still in the yard, number one, and, make sure she's not wrecking too much stuff. And I look out, and on the other side of our gate is a coyote. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I went outside, went through the back gate, and started walking towards the coyote before it walked away. It didn't run. It walked away. And I was like, oh my gosh. What would have happened if Sky would have saw that coyote? It could have been a very bad situation.
It could have, yeah. Yeah, Buddy's caught a couple deer. That's a hobby of his. He catches deer. His first deer ran into our chain link fence. I showed you, Crash, that bump in the fence. Oh. Yeah. And then he caught a little fawn, and that was horrifying. Oh. I didn't see the first one, Max did. But then I saw the second one, and it was crazy. I'm so glad the deer got away, but my dog had deer in his clenches.
Jeez.
But he's so sweet. He didn't hurt the deer at all.
He was just wrestling. He was like, whoo!
Yeah. Sky and the cat spar in the kitchen constantly. Hence why the cat is in the bedroom tonight, because I cannot have that going on in the kitchen tonight. Not on air. It happened last week.
I might be texting my husband back about you.
All right. Tell him I have really big sun cabs for doing guitars. I am a firm believer that if you want big guitar sounds, you have to have big guitar cabs. And same with drums. You want big drums, you get big drums.
I have big drums.
I have the power toms.
That's right, power toms, man.
12. I have 112 and 2 13-inch.
Nice
power toms. But I like my snare to crack, so I got myself a little piccolo.
Oh, yeah, I love the piccolos.
Oh, man, I love it so much. Polecat Kelly used to always complain.
We're coming to your studio.
All right.
Dude, that Polecat used to always complain about my snare because it was a piccolo. My sound system doesn't pickle up piccolos. It's not going to sound good. Why don't you just use my tama? And I'm like, no, because your tama is not my sound.
It's your distinct sound.
That's your sound.
You gotta go with it.
My piccolo is my sound. It hasn't changed.
Yep.
I buy specific heads so that sound doesn't ever change. I've tried different heads, and there's no.
Yeah, and having a proper snare or having a collection of snares available, which I hope to do eventually, is so important because I like having a blend of snares on a record in the same way that I like having a blend of different things. It's because there's so many cool things that you can do, and having the musicians bring in their amps and then plugging in with our amps, and then we plug everything together and we just get these cool sounds, and we just literally you're making magic, right? That's what you're doing. That's the only way I can describe it is it literally is magic. I can sit here and be like, oh yeah, this compressor does this thing or whatever, but it's not really about that. It's like, no, this compressor did this thing because you're doing that thing.
Right.
And that's something that the computer cannot do, which is why the computer in this studio is basically going to be a glorified tape machine because cutting the tape and doing things on tape is just way too expensive for anybody. It's unless I'm charging. So I was like, okay, so that one component has to go away, but everything else, is analog going out for the most part. And then coming in, if it has to be a digital thing, it's going to be a high-end digital plugin for a little while. And ultimately, I'm starting to get into soldering vintage preamps and vintage compressors and vintage microphones. So that'll cut down on costs as well to allow us to have some of the really high-end studio gear that you're going to go into a place like Black Diamond or, what is that, Bear Creek in Woodinville and pay $3,000 a day to be there, kind of equipment that we could just build for a couple $100. It's like, well, if I could just build the thing for a couple $100, then I'm just going to do that because again, I'm a pragmatist. I believe that things should be on a budget and things should be affordable in this world, especially art, man. Like people,
yes,
artists, art should be able to be expressed well.
Yeah.
And it should, and people should be able to acknowledge that and then pay the artist what they get. You come into a place and an artist shows up and they do the work. It's like, then pay them. It's, have you guys seen that documentary Anvil, the story of Anvil?
No, I haven't.
Yes. Okay. Crash has. Yeah. So the part where he's getting paid in soup?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I would pay soup to get recorded. Other commodities.
See, I can be bought in food, but but you're going up there and you're trying to pay the band.
Pies, dude.
Oh, dude, I love pie.
Yeah, but don't pay me. Don't pay me in soup.
Yeah, don't pay you. Exactly. Don't play the show and then I'm going to come up to you as the booker.
Guess that's kind of like hypocritical. Like, I'm going to pay you in soup, but don't pay me in soup, yo.
Well, it would be
on in our industry right now. Like,
oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe instead of giving venues ticket money, I'm just going to give them bottles of liquor. Here you go.
There you go.
Or soup.
You pay me in liquor.
Yep. Pay me in pizza. Here you go. I brought you some pizza.
Enjoy.
I love it.
So speaking of venues, I do actually have a show coming up on the 29th of this month at the Fun House. I'm going to be the opening act, so it's going to be a fun time. I have tickets. I think they're pre-sale $8 at the door. I believe they're $10. Doors open at like 7:30 on the 29th, so come down. Going to be unfortunately going to be doing this solo. Normally this is about a 10-person act, but I have since kind of had to rebuild everything, so I'm starting from scratch and recruiting people slowly. But as people kind of see it and they want to get on board and jump in and fill in, then I'll have less backing tracks to use, which is nice because I hate using backtracks because then it just feels like you're doing karaoke, But I'll do whatever it takes to get the job done, right? I'm not gonna stop playing shows. But
I understand completely. I miss playing shows. Like, last one was November 1st because we took a break to, work on the album, record, and I'm so jacked that we got asked to do this show for the Columbia City Theater, because we told everybody we'd do at least one show around New Year's. So
We have a show coming up Friday, which
yeah, that's
I will
right.
talk about. Hey.
That's right. Your show is in Seattle on Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it's the Victory Lounge. Oh my goodness, she is just zooming all over the house.
Usually Buddy has the Zooms during the show. Now it's her. We both
She's
have
doing
Zooms.
like figure eights in the between the living room and the kitchen.
Yep, that's why I'm out here. The house
very
is far
cool.
too crazy.
How about your Funhouse gig? Like, that's my first venue in Seattle. Was the Funhouse last year, so it was super fun to play, and yeah, it got our name out there. So ever since we've been circling Seattle.
Who are you opening for?
Weapon something. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not remember. I kind of got jumped on this. I jumped on this gig last minute, so.
I got you. Well, and remind us. Oh wait, we don't have a show before then. I was going to say remind us to promote, but remember that in the future. Remind us to promote all of your shows. So
or I
absolutely.
Can just let me know personally, and I can like help promote the show. There you are.
Yep, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, ladies, I would love to stay and chat, but unfortunately, I have some people to go eat, and I have to get back to working on doing this construction. But fingers crossed. Hopefully, next couple of months, I'll be at least functional enough to record and at least start getting some people in here. That's
okay.
That's the hope.
Keep it
I'm going to keep you guys posted.
Yes, definitely keep us all posted.
Thank you so much.
You have a fine night, sir. And
you as well. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks
Have
for
a
joining
wonderful night,
us.
everybody.
You too.
All right.
Oh man, he was cool.
He was very cool. Love the makeup. Oh my goodness.
I know.
When he said full theatrical makeup, like I didn't know really what to expect. I thought some guy liner and like some lipstick, but I was like not expecting like the full like
horror film. Like wow.
We don't eat furniture. Go.
Like I said, I thought it was a filter. I thought he was messing with me when we came into the studio.
Right.
Before we went live, and I was like, wait, that's real?
Yes.
No wonder he looked at me weird when I was like, dude, cool filter.
Right. No, it was not.
Not a filter.
Yes. And even Rebecca says that the makeup was for sure cool. All right. Well, we have your music news.
Yes, I'm going to a special music news today as we end our 2019 together. I put together a list from USA Today. I didn't put it together. USA.
Good luck.
And I got my popcorn.
Thank you, USA Today. Oh, I just finished my popcorn. Max, you're late.
I thought the same thing. I was like, where's my popcorn?
Like, I'm over here just feasting on
like,
popcorn.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
Do you want some popcorn?
Oh, Buddy joined us because I have the popcorn. Look at that. You got popcorn, you get a pity. Popcorn.
See, I'm telling you, they were just like.
No, let's get you on camera. Oh, is your camera shy tonight, baby? We'll get him in a little bit. Anyway, USA Today put together 10 songs that define the 2010s music, because we're not just ending a year, we're ending a decade, people.
A decade.
So bear with me, because you know that I'm more of a metal grunge fan. And some of these pop artists I'm not familiar with. So I might mess up some names that are quite popular.
Sorry, kids.
Hold on to the ride.
Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids. This ain't my tea.
Oh, you know what? We can take the headphones off now, too.
I did. I was like, okay, no more echo.
Oh,
all right.
So much better.
Starting with 2010. Robin, Dancing on My Own. 2011, Lady Gaga, Born This Way. I actually know that one.
I do know her. She's awesome, actually.
2012, Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. I recognize the song. 2013, Beyonce, Flawless. 2014, Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. I didn't know that song came out in 2014. I thought it was just a couple years ago. Wow. Like, that's how time flies.
I still think it's like 1990 last year or 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
It's been like 20
I'm
damn
writing 2020.
20 years ago, and I'm still like, that's 1990.
And then, you know, I slip. I'm like 2015. Whoops, it's 2019. And it's
Oh yeah, 2015 was like just 2 years ago.
Speaking of 2015, Rihanna, this is the name I can't say, so please bear with me. Kanye West?
Kanye West?
Did I say it wrong? Because I always do.
No, that's how you say that guy's name.
I got it. Okay, so it was a
It
compilation.
looks like Kanye or something.
I don't know. That guy, Rihanna, Paul McCartney. I know Paul McCartney. I know Rihanna too. I know of
She's, hey, Mr. DJ. To
West,
me.
but I can't say your first name. I always ruin it. Anyway, their song, 4 5 Seconds, was big in 2015. All right. Onward.
Okay.
2016. Drake, featuring WizKid and Kayla, One Dance. 2017. Luis Fonsi, oh man, and Daddy Yankee, featuring Justin Bieber, Despacito.
Wow.
I recognize that song too, because I was working with a youth group and they would sing it. Despacito. All right. 2018. Ariana Grande, Thank You, Next. And the top song for 2019, my girl, Billie Eilish, Bad Guy.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm a high school teacher. High school student showed me this artist last year. I like her.
Oh.
I dig her, man. Billie Eilish. All right. And I just wanted to also shout out to Taylor Swift that, I think it's really cool that she was nominated for a Billboard Women of the Decade. So shout out to Taylor Swift for being Woman of the Decade. She has really paved a lot of roads for women in music, and she continues to with her advocacy of sexual assault and harassment in not just the music industry, but, internationally. So thank you, Taylor Swift, for being a pioneer and helping women in music and in life.
Thanks, Taylor. A cool thing about Yacht, the band I just went and saw last night, they are nominated for a Grammy this year. So, best immersive band. So,
yeah,
I'm very excited for them. So, well, I don't know if you wanted to go ahead and do your neck of the woods and end early.
Yeah, we can totally do that. Buddy's back though. Look at that picture.
All right, buddy. He just wants your popcorn. He's like, where's my popcorn, man?
For my popcorn.
No, he's so sweet. This girl, she's so sweet too.
Oh man, I love our babies.
I don't know what she's doing, but she keeps circling around my chair. Well,
Sure. Hi, Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Hey. Miss
Just
you,
in
girl.
time.
Mwah.
I'm about to do your neck of the your neck of the woods.
Take it away, my friend.
I gotta find it first. I should have these written down, but well, I guess I can do this one first since it's like literally right here. So,
Hey, Allie says, when do I get to come on your show?
name a date after what, the 22nd, I think? January 22nd?
Yeah, we're booked till do we have somebody January 22nd? I think we do. So it's like the week after that. Or everybody listening, in 2 weeks, it's New Year's Day, and it's a Wednesday. And we are inviting all of you to connect with us. It's a call-in.
Allie, you can be on our show on next Wednesday. Just
January 1st,
let me know, and I will send you the link. You too, Rebecca. So I'll start with this. Friday.
Oh, yeah, well, we're calling you all. Russell, Hecate, Dusty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I know you have a webcam.
Everyone that's been on the show, everyone that hasn't been on the show, connect with us that day.
Yes.
We can have up to...
bringing the new year right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your neck of the woods. So Friday is my next show. And we are playing with the freaking awesome Spiderface, Dirty White Pants, the amazing Klondike Kate, No Buffer, and Adverse Effect. I'm super excited for that show, most definitely. And then January 3rd, we have Toast, Tinfoil Top Hat, Radical Honesty, Fatal Butterfly, The Maxwells, The Bullet Hole Concept, Theories of Flight, The Urban Light, or The Northern Light, and Ugliest Man Alive, playing, I get this, the Columbia City Theater. Dude, I'm so excited to play this stage. It is beautiful. Hit either Maxine or High Up for tickets. They are $10. And we have now Tony V's is having a show on Friday the 20th, this Friday, at Tony V's Garage. And if you buy a ticket in advance, you get an extra ticket for no extra charge. It's a 2-for-1. And Brainstill, Genocide, Box Cutter, PNW, Sky Rain Heroes, and Filthy Traders are all playing. And this is the coupon is only 1 per guest. So definitely hit the Christian Up or Sky Rain Heroes or any of the bands for that. So La Dog is celebrating episode 200. And they are going to be doing this at the 56th Street Pub, I believe. Yes, the liquor saloon in Tacoma. I definitely am going to try to be there.
Yes.
February 1st. It starts at 6 p.m. It's on a Saturday, so I'm definitely going to try to be there. And then we have The Cleanse, Sunres, Electric Mermaid, playing Tim's Tavern December 27th at 9 p.m. And I'm pretty excited about that show. Travis Starr is playing that show. And we have Old Dirty Buzzard, members of Zeke and Kings of Cavalier, Shaken Growlers, Dead on Cue, Saturday the 21st. You don't want to miss that. That's at Daryl's Tavern. And then here's another Beef Supreme, The Wicked, or sorry, not The Wicked, The Wrecked, Bork Laser, and Sky Rain Heroes is playing December 28th at Daryl's Tavern. And if you are in England and close to Manchester, you definitely want to go to New Year's Eve, Star and Carter in Manchester, The Drones, Vomit, Bastard Face, and Oogie Formby with Paul Carter. Tickets only available from STP Records or Lee Campbell. They are $5. There is a buffet and disco. You definitely want to do that. If I lived in Manchester, that's what I'd be doing. The Amigos Nobles are playing the Northern Public House in Mill Creek Saturday, the 21st at 7 to 10.
Yes.
And last but not least, SATU Music presents Violent Life, Violent Death with Annabelle Lee, Never I, A Trail, 18 and up, plus $4 surcharge if under 21. Well, that's kind of shitty.
I love you.
I mean, I'm just saying. With show. Sorry, guys. New Brooklyn Tavern, and that is in West Columbia, South Carolina. So, yeah, definitely want to check that out. Make sure that you were over 21, or you're going to have to pay way more than $8. So, and that is what is going on in your neck of the woods. Unless, Allie, do you have any digging for change stuff?
They played a show recently with my friend Tim.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So
God, that would have been
jealous that I couldn't be at that show.
There were some good shows this last weekend, man.
There was, but I had to save up because, well, I'm a local musician and I'm poor. So
I get you.
So I really had a once in a lifetime opportunity to go see Yacht. This is the first time that I've ever known that they've been in Seattle. I don't know. I haven't been a Yacht fan very long, but they are amazing. And I'm glad that I got this opportunity to not only go see them, but actually meet them. And I have this cool Yacht shirt and I have
look at that. Look at you.
And I, got to show my tattoo and my yacht tattoo. Let's see. The sweater doesn't really like to go up, but wait.
I understand. My sweater
it's just a triangle with the happy face on it. Hey, backwards land.
Backwards land. There you go.
And so yeah, it's awesome. You can check out their pictures on my Facebook. You can actually see. I said that. Okay.
She's got another one.
Boom. Okay, hold on. Episode 200, like I said, at the 56 Liquor Saloon in Tacoma, February 1st. Everyone in the world, the entire world is invited. So
go see our friend Allie. Do it.
Definitely. Allie, I'm going to definitely try to make it there. And then she has new Basement Roots show January 11th at O'Malley's in Tacoma.
Cool.
And Kira Michelle, Last Identity and Theories of Flights. Is that what? Oh, that must be the O'Malley show. So, and I'm excited for that because I like Theories of Flight.
I do too.
We're actually going to be playing with them soon. So
I know. Yay.
Again, I'm so excited.
Good lineup, guys. Good lineup.
Did we play with them at the 56 Liquor Saloon?
Yes. Allie put that
Allie's female drummer showcase.
That was amazing. Thank you, Allie. I loved that show. Thank you so much. It was so fun.
And yes, I love Kira Michelle. And actually, to show how much love I have, she gave me her little bracelet, and I wear it.
I love that.
She says, "It's okay." So, and yes, definitely keep that futon available, Allie. Not even kidding, girl. Might need that futon.
But I got to see all your faces. I love your faces.
Oh, it was so. We always have so much fun together, girls.
Yeah, we do. Gonna be together soon.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I'll wear my crazy, new crazy lashes here that make me look like Lucille Ball.
Ooh la la.
I love them though. Oh my gosh, they are ridiculously long. They're longer than my eyebrows. That's crazy. But I love them so much.
Yeah, they're cool. They're very cool.
PETA probably wouldn't be very happy because it's actually real mink.
Oh, well, maybe they shed it.
See, and that's what I'm just gonna put in my head.
That's what I'm gonna hope.
I hope that an innocent mink didn't lose its life from a damn eyelashes. I mean, just brush them out. It'll be okay.
I think the ones I'm wearing are also mink. I bought some on sale, so mine might be too. Testing out like a Ardell, I think it is. I haven't tried them yet, so.
Yeah. Oh, I love Ardell. These are Ardells.
Yeah, these are nice and light. I didn't get to ask our guest about his makeup process.
I know. He had to leave.
I know. Oh my gosh, what crazy, crazy talent. Very good.
It's okay though. Yes.
Calling me out to be in a studio though. I've never been in like a studio.
Oh,
Like.
don't worry, Al. There is.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen and gentlemen.
Allie, you better be cheering us. We're cheersing you.
That's right, Al.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. It's been a week. We haven't connected. I've been too busy.
I know, but it's the holidays, and everybody's been really.
It is so
cheers,
sweet.
cheers, Rebecca. Rebecca says cheers. Cheers, Rebecca. I love you, honey.
Yes.
You're amazing. I had to break down and eat the other lasagna just last night. So
Oh, you got lasagna.
she brought it over, and we were supposed to have an IPK band practice a while ago.
Oh, I was just talking about that.
Birthday party, and the guys couldn't show up, and we were sad. She left a lasagna here for when we did get together. I could at least cook.
I'm eating that.
But it's probably not going to happen for a while.
Oh,
Things are just on hold temporarily. Just on hold temporarily till our band gets our shit together. Figure out band members.
oh, we all know how that feels. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I know, like, once we start going, it's going to be awesome. So.
Oh yeah, it will be.
It's just sad when people come and ask you, like, if your band is ready yet, and you're like, it's on hold right now. Sorry.
Oh my god.
God.
We've been getting so many messages from different like booking agents. Thank you, by the way, for getting a hold of us. But we've been telling everybody, we're taking the winter to focus on our album, and then we'll be up and ready in the spring for you guys. So thank you. Keep messaging us. We want to do shows. We've already got some for 2020. We've got like 3 gigs already booked for 2020. So thanks.
I got a couple other projects, kind of, I don't know, potential projects, I'll say. Potential projects. As you know, pretty much everyone in the house here is a musician. So we have like Josiah, who sings, and Anthony, who plays bass and drums and guitar. But his brother Ben can also play bass too. So, so we're kind of all trying to jam together. That'd be fun. Have a household band. Call the Homesteads or something stupid.
Musician friends. I also wanted to shout out Masako. I saw she got a new toy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jelly of that new toy. If I was a guitarist, I'd be even more jealous.
He's getting hooked up with some instruments lately. You go, Adam.
I know. Like, he's got her a couple different electric kits and stuff. Because, it's in a little condo like that, it's really hard to have an acoustic set up and be able to, like, smack them without people, like, losing their minds. I'm lucky that, we have a house here. As you can see, I'm able to just set my crap up.
Yeah.
And just play. How come the lights? Oh yeah.
I love your drum.
Here, now you can. Now you can actually see my Christmas tree.
I can see it a lot better. It was kind of blurry the first time, and I forgot. And I was like, "Oh yeah, Anthony's drum kit." Because Anthony has a drum kit.
Yeah, and Fred is hanging up there. He's our
there with the lights on.
So those of you who don't know, I'll show you who Fred is real quick.
Heck yeah.
He's pretty awesome. I've had him a long time.
I'll just show you guys my Christmas decor for the band room in just a moment too.
So this is Fred.
I know Fred.
Fred is a real life skull. I found him encased in ice. He's a baby calf. who, in the harsh winters of Eastern Washington, he fell to his demise. But he hangs out on my drum kit. And right now, he is my tree topper.
What a great tree topper. I didn't even know Fred was your tree topper. That's freaking great. Okay.
Yeah, I sacrificed him.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I sacrificed him for my drum kit for my tree topper.
I'm going to show you my my Christmas decor for my band room. I like nutcrackers. I think I talked about that
Yes.
a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So this is my punk rock nutcracker.
Oh my God, I love his pants.
Yes, we got him from our friends Lynn and Adam. And yeah, he's a working nutcracker.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love his pants too because they're like our tartan. So Maxwell's, we have our own tartan and it's very similar to this.
Oh, nice.
Our tartan is green and red. It's Christmassy. And then of course we have our stockings over our, fireplace.
Yeah.
all in the band room.
See, I can't do that because, oh my gosh, that is awesome. Anyway, sorry, Anthony just got home. He just brought me some goodies.
Yay, good man.
Well, the band, his other band, Two Headed Crow, gave him good goodies. But I'm totally
I thought it was food.
gonna shoot with them. I can't put my stocking up because I don't know what it is with the dogs in my house, but my drum set sits in front of our pellet stove, which we don't really use it unless it gets super cold in the wintertime. And even then it doesn't produce, the heat isn't that intense like a fire.
Yeah, wood stove is better,
Yeah. Hey, no. Hold on. Ugh, silly puppy. Ugh, always getting into stuff. Anyway.
My puppy too. My puppy's getting into this.
She likes to, yeah.
On my
She likes
blankie.
to get behind, well, her and Coda both like to get behind my drum kit. And I don't know, Coda likes to hide trash behind there. Sky, I don't know what she does behind there. One time she tried to eat my kick drum. That didn't make me happy. She didn't ruin it or anything, but so if I hung my stocking, she would just rip it. She'd just pull it down and rip it apart. So
Oh,
I just can't trust her puppy.
I get it. I have like, I guess, a fur baby proof tree. Like my tree has metal, wood, and plastic ornaments on it mostly. I do have one glass ornament on it because my niece got me a really cool sugar skull ornament and she really wanted me to use it. So of course it's on my tree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I have it tucked in really safe. So if, like the kitten.
Well, Anthony just brought home a two-headed crow. Babe, can you hand it to me so I can show it online?
Yeah.
Two-headed crow Christmas ornament, and it's wood.
Oh my.
And it's wood, like it's real wood.
Oh, I want one of those. I can have it on my tree.
Right? That's really cool.
Anthony, hook me up. Calling you out, friend. Ah.
She has a stencil.
I know she has a stencil because that's how she did it.
She used that for the stencil because that was small.
She can do this really easy. I'll talk to Chris.
Yeah, I'll talk to her. She loves doing crafts.
Crash will make this happen.
Mm. But this is gonna be our, because we have the drum tree, so I have lights on it, but I don't have any Christmas ornaments. This is our only one.
You can hang the ornament on it. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm glad that I have this Christmas tree ornament now that I can put on my tree.
I'm bummed. I have this little drum kit ornament I got years ago from a friend. And cleaning, I lost part of the symbol. It fell. It's somewhere in here. I know.
Oh no! Oh no!
I showed Max. I'm like, find my other little symbol. It's so sad because it was like a hi hat. So it had like animals.
That's super cute, though.
Oh, I love this. I really do. So yeah. In fact, I have it up all year. It's on my shelf. What is it? The mantle above the.
Yes, we have a mantle. That's where Popeye is.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I love this ornament. I will find it. I will, it's somewhere behind all of this stuff set up for the recording. Eventually, we'll move it. Not for a while, though.
Right.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
8:10. We can have a short session tonight.
short and sweet. It's the holiday season, like.
Yeah, I mean, people, yeah. Get back to their Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers, movies.
Heck yeah. You know it.
With the children's.
Yukon Cornelius, people.
Make sure to threaten them nice and good so they say nice before Christmas. No, I know. Well, I kind of did. I used to threaten my children, say, "It's not going to bring you any presents if you keep being a jerk."
Oh,
But
yeah.
my kids, they turned out to be amazing human beings.
Yes. I've heard about them. I can't wait to meet them. They are amazing.
Oh, I can't wait for you to meet them either. One of these days, I got to get them to a show. All right, kids and ladies and gentlemen out there in this world, have a good holiday. And we will see you guys in the new year, the first day of the new year.
Yeah, we will see you then. All right, everybody. All right, everyone. Good night.
Happy holidays.